The threat of an active shooter is a very real threat. Companies all around the world are hiring experts to help them and their employees prepare for an active shooter event. One of those experts is JP Guilbeau. He is the CEO of Navigate 360, a company in Richfield, Ohio that has created the Alice Training Institute. JP, thank you so much for joining us. I've actually gone through this training that you all created. Let's talk a little bit about the mission that you all have to improve the chances of survival for employees faced with an active shooter. How do you do that?
Yeah, Alexis, thank you for having me, first of all. And before I start, let me just say, with the greatest of sympathies and condolences, our hearts go out to the families, to the coworkers, and to the community in Indianapolis, as well as society. It's a tragic day. Navigate 360 is a company that is holistically working with companies and schools and communities to address violence in the workplace and in their schools and develop the right mitigation and survival tactics. One of those programs is the Alice Active Shooter Program. It's been designed to train the organization and the people within it the life-saving responses and skills that they can apply when they're facing these types of events.
When it comes to having these types of events and training for them, we've seen successful results when it comes to fire drills. This is essentially a drill for a man-made disaster, would you say?
It is. I would equate it to, it's an act of violence that is like an airline accident. It's highly unlikely. It's not likely to occur. But what's important is to have the knowledge and the skills to create time and create awareness to what your exit plan is going to be and how to do that. And, while most of us will not face an incident like this in our life, being prepared and trained and having a rehearsal of how to survive is critically important.
We've been talking to people about how often this happens. We've recently reported that this is the 147th American mass shooting in 2021. When it comes to who can have this training, who can get this training? Does it have to be a company? Does it have to be company sponsored? How can people get access to this?
No, I think it's organizationally sponsored from the school districts to the police department to even the workplace. It is sponsored, but our programs extend beyond the organizations. They do extend to individuals. It's an opportunity that we do in the community to train and make people aware. They can find that information on our websites at alicetraining.com and Navigate 360. And we're out in society with training events and education events that go on a consistent basis.
And real quickly, because I have to let you go here, but we care about our viewers a lot. What is maybe just one thing that people should have in mind if they find themselves in a situation like this?
Yeah, I'm going to break it down real quickly to three things. One is you got to have situational awareness. Know your surroundings. Look for things that are out of the ordinary. Most importantly, have a plan of action. Know how you're going to leave and exit the building because it may not be the place you came in at. And then by all means, have time and distance as your friend. Know that everything you're doing and everything you rehearsed in preparing for, you are trying to create time and distance to give yourself the greatest chance of survival.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today and giving us that information because it could save someone's life. Thank you for the work that you do.